start. Gonna take my glasses off because I can't practice with my glasses on. And when you're ready, let's meet on the mat on our backs. So we're gonna meet on the mat on our backs. Any way you want to get down on the mat, it's fine. Oh, did you hear that? Ankle crack, knee crack. It's, yeah, the body is a wonderful thing. So we're on our backs. Extending the heels all the way to the end of the mat. Bringing your hands alongside. And let's do a body scan just to check in, see how we're doing. Find your feet, wiggle your toes, maybe move your feet back and forth just to recognize that they're still down there. Legs, how do your legs feel? How do your knees feel? Quads, your hips. How does your stomach feel? I'm doing this before I've eaten dinner. I had a light lunch, but so I'm not carrying a meal around with me, digesting it. Fingers, move your fingers around a little bit. Neck, back of your head. Just to scan, see how you're doing. Recognize that we're still here. Let's place your left hand on your belly, right hand go around by your sternum somewhere where your rib cage starts to go off to the right and left, at the bottom of your sternum. Just taking a deep breath through your nose and feel your abdomen rise. And exhale. Taking a deep breath through the nose. Exhale through the nose. Deep breath through the nose. Exhale through the nose. And then just breathe normally through the nose and out through the nose. Bring the arms up above the head, hook the thumbs, give yourself a body stretch, so stretching the heels to the wall below your feet, fingers to the wall above your head. And then bend the knees, bring the soles of the feet to the floor, wrap your hands around your knees, pull your knees in towards your chest. And roll side to side, massage the bottom of your back, that back of the pelvis, top of the hips. When you're sitting all day, this really feels good. Put your hands on top of your knees and push your knees away from you, and then pull them towards the chest, then over to the right side, and then push them away, over to the left side, pull them in. So we're doing big circles, right? Stirring the pot here. And then go the opposite direction. And one more time. And then let's bring the legs up, but keep the knees bent so we're in a tabletop, like we're on all fours, but on the ceiling. And then bring your arms out to a T and bring the knees all the way over to the left side, keeping your shoulders on the mat. So maybe your knees won't go all the way over, but they'll go as far as they can. We're just starting out. And bring the knees back up. And bring the knees all the way over to the right side, keeping your shoulders on the mat. Let's do that one more time each side, left side. And come back up center and over to the right side one more time. And then come back center, place the soles of the feet on the floor. And then bring the left ankle up and place it on your right knee. So we're creating a figure four with our right knee bent. Interlace your fingers around the back of your right knee and pull that right knee in to your chest. My right knee is still bent. If it's in your practice, you can straighten the right leg, bring the sole of your right foot towards the ceiling. Just pull that all in. Now bring everything to the floor, keeping your legs straight. And we're in a figure four with our leg extended to the end of the mat. Now bend the right knee, and I still have my ankle on my knee, so don't take that off yet. I'm still in my figure four. Now dump over to the right, bringing the sole of the left foot to the floor. If you need to grab your left ankle with your right hand and kind of adjust it. And I'm keeping my shoulders on the mat still. So I'm in that figure four with my left sole of my foot on the floor. Left knee is going towards the ceiling. I have my right hand around my left ankle, pulling it kind of just in so that it's straight. Then come back up. And let's extend both legs to the end of the mat. Kind of shake the legs out. And let's rebend the legs, bring the soles of the feet to the floor. Bring the right ankle to the top of the left knee. Interlace your fingers and wrap them around the back of your left knee and pull that in. And notice the difference between this side and the other side. I have a huge difference between sides. If it's in your practice, you can straighten that left leg. Find your breath. And then bring that straight leg all the way to the floor, keeping your ankle on the knee. Trying to bring that right knee towards the mat, flattening out the top of your number four, that triangle that you make with the right leg. And keeping your ankle on the knee, rebend the left leg, bring the sole of the foot to the floor, and then dump over to the left side. Grab that right ankle with your left hand and just pull it in so that you can straighten that knee. I have my right arm out to the side to keep my shoulder on the floor. And my left leg is still bent because when I come back up, it's going to come to that bent position with the sole of the foot on the floor. Find your breath, taking a deep breath. And on the exhale, let's come up. And then extend the leg to the end of the mat. Both legs to the end of the mat. Bend the knees again. Grab the knees with your hands. Bring the knees in towards your chest. And let's start to roll up. Rolling up. Massaging the spine. Do this maybe 3 or 4 times. And then come up to a seated position. Cross the legs. Roll over your ankles into all fours into our tabletop. Let's do some cat-cow here. Bringing the chin up, tilting the pelvis forward, breathing in. And exhale, bring chin to chest, round the back, push the mat away. Cow, breathe in. Exhale to cat. And do 1 or 2 or 3 more at your own pace. Keeping the arms straight, pushing the mat away, and connecting with the breath. Always connect with the breath. One more cat, one more cow, come to a neutral position. Let's bring the right arm out to the side and up as high as you can go. And then bring it down, thread the needle, reaching towards that wall off to the left, and come back up again, reaching the fingertips towards the sky. Let's do that again, thread the needle, and come back up. Let's do 3 times here. So fingertips towards the sky, come down, thread the needle, come back up one more time, fingers to the sky, and then replace that hand at the top of the mat. Raise the right leg, keep the knee bent, push the mat away, keep your arms straight, bring the knee out to the right side, and back down. Leg up with the knee bent, out to the right side, and down. Let's do one more. Knee up, out to the right side, and down. Extend the right foot to the end of the mat, roll over the toes, pushing the front of the mat away. Roll over the big toes, small toes, so I'm sawing forward and back to roll over my toes. And then raise the right leg, bring it all the way across your body, placing the right foot on the toes on the outside of the left side of the mat. Push the front of the mat away. You can look over your shoulder at your right heel. Push that heel away while keeping your hips in the same place. Now, we're going to bring that right knee in behind the left knee. So bring it in behind the left knee. Might need to adjust your knees towards the center of the mat a little bit. And then extend your feet out so that they're creating an arrow. So if you look back at your feet, you'll be able to see your feet, and your left knee is the top of the arrow. And then just push back into this. You'll find that your left knee is going up on top of your right knee. And you're sitting back in between that space between your 2 heels. This is it's called cow face. Well, actually, it's like half cow face because we're just doing the lower part of cow face. And keep pushing back. And I'm bringing my chin towards my knee. And then come forward and find yourself back into a tabletop at the top of the mat. Maybe shake your booty a little bit. Let's bring the left arm out and up, fingertips pointing towards the ceiling to the extent that your body will allow you to do. And bring that left arm down, thread the needle, come back up, point the fingers towards the ceiling, and down, thread the needle again, and come back up, and thread the needle one more time, and come back up, And place the hand at the top of the mat, back in our all fours. Excuse me. Extend the left foot to the end of the mat, roll over the toes, push the front of the mat away. Saw back and forth to roll over the big toes, small toes, middle toes, all the toes. Lengthening the hamstring, opening up the Achilles, opening up your calf muscles. Let's lift the left leg, bring it across your body, placing the toes of your left foot on the outside of the right side of the mat. Push the front of the mat away, don't dump down. Gaze over your right shoulder at that left heel. And if it's in your practice, you can push that heel away from you, lengthening the left leg. And listen carefully. Let's bring that left knee in behind the right knee. You might need to adjust a little bit, bringing the knees in towards the center of the mat. And then bring the feet out so that you create that arrow. And then start to push back into the space between the two heels in this half cow face, something, something. And you should feel this in the right hip. When we did it on the other side, you should have felt it in the left hip. Maybe one more push back. Find your breath. Taking a deep breath. Come back forward. Find your tabletop. Roll the toes under. Lift the knees. Push back into down dog. So I'm not worried about the form of your down dog right now. Just pedal your feet back and forth. Maybe bringing one knee over to the opposite side. So left over to right, right over to left. Just pedaling the feet out. Come up on your toes, look at the top of the mat, and tiptoe to the top of the mat. And then slowly, slowly with your chin on your chest, come all the way up. Head comes up last. And here we are at mountain pose at the top of the mat. Find your foundation. The ball mound of your big toes, the blade of your foot, the heels, that three-part foundation. Lift your toes a couple of times. Notice that your hips are over your ankles. Legs are slightly internally rotated. Hands at prayer. Neck is long, spine is long, neck is long. Crown of your head going towards the ceiling. And find your breath here. This brings arms out to the side, palms facing up. Breathe in, bring the arms up overhead. Grab your left wrist with your right hand and pull over to the right. Taking a deep breath. Exhale, come to center. Inhale over to the left, grabbing the right wrist with the left hand. And come back to center. Let's place your hands on your hips and just start to do a slight back bend, bringing the chin up a little bit, gazing towards the ceiling. This doesn't have to be radical. You don't have to go all the way back. Just bringing the shoulders back, opening the chest a little bit. Maybe the shoulder blades in the back meet. And then come forward. Bring the arms out to the side and up overhead. Breathe in. Bend the knees. Exhale, forward fold. We're in a forward fold. Let's just hold right here. Maybe swing the arms back and forth like an elephant trunk. Yes, we're back in kindergarten. Let me see you pretend to be an elephant. Now, circle the arms like one of those old-fashioned mixers, hand mixers. Go the opposite way. Now place your right arm on the inside of your left shin and bend the left leg slightly, keeping the right leg straight, and then bringing the right arm up in space. And you'll feel, if you kick your right hip back, you'll feel a nice stretch in that lower back hip area. We're also lengthening the hamstring. And bring that right arm down. Place the right arm on the inside of the right shin. Bend the right leg. Straighten the left leg. Left arm comes up. And bringing the left hip back in space. It's not going to go very far, but if you think about it going back in space, you'll feel that stretch. And bring that arm down. Let's do the same again on each side. So bend the left leg, straighten the right leg. Right arm comes up. My left arm is on the inside of my left leg. So my elbow is pushing against my knee, my left elbow against my left knee. And bring that arm down. Right arm on the inside of your right leg. Bend the right leg, straighten the left leg. Bring the left arm up. I'm saying right and left too much. And then bring that arm down. And slowly, slowly make your way up. Chin to chest, head comes up last. Roll the shoulders out once, twice, thrice. And then bring hands to prayer. How we doing? Find your breath. Arms out to the side. Breathe in as you bring them up overhead. Hands meet. Knees. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come up halfway. So halfway or flat back. So your back is flat. I'm using my hands against my shins to bring my shoulders down away from my ears. If I don't want to do this. And bend the knees, exhale, forward fold, bringing the hands to the top of the mat. And then bring the left leg to the back of the mat. Ground the left knee, uncurl the toes, and come up into a kneeling crescent. Slight back bend. You're looking slightly up where the ceiling meets the wall. And bring the hands forward. And bring the left arm all the way back, following the thumb with your eyes. And bring that hand back forward. Right hand comes back, following the thumb with your eyes to the extent that you can. And bring that hand forward. Place the hands at the top of the mat, curl the toes, lift the knee, right leg to the back of the mat. And then roll forward over the toes, hugging the elbows in, and lower all the way to the mat. So bend the knees. And let's massage the top of those quads. So bring the heels over to the left, heels over to the right, so we're windshield wipering. But notice the top of your quads and how this feels like a nice, deep Swedish massage. Rolling back and forth. So right, left, right, left. And let's come back to center. Bring the feet back to the floor, tops of the feet. Bring your hands alongside your chest. Hug those elbows in. And on an inhale, let's come up to Cobra. My arms are almost all the way extended. Not quite. Now curl the toes under, lift the knees, push the hips back into down dog. Now on this dog, let's pay attention. I'm going to bend my knees and bring them maybe, almost a foot off the floor, and bring my hips back. So I'm pushing the front of the mat away with my arms so that my biceps and my tops of my shoulders frame my ears. My hips are going back as if I'm going to make a big leap. Now I start to lengthen my legs and bring the heels towards the floor. Let's come up on the toes, tiptoe to the top of the mat. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, a forward fold again. Bring the arms out to the side as you inhale your arms all the way up and over your head. Hands meet in prayer. And then exhale your hands to heart center. Arms out to the side and up overhead. Breathe in. Bend the knees. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, hands to the top of the mat. Right leg to the back of the mat. Bring the right knee to the mat. Uncurl the toes. Come up into kneeling crescent. Slight back bend. Find your breath. Bring the arms forward. Bring the right arm back, following the thumb all the way back, if that's in your practice. And bring the hand forward. Left hand goes all the way back, following the thumb, if that's in your practice. And bring that hand forward. And then hands to the top of the mat. Curl the toes, lift the knee. Bring the left leg to the back of the mat. Roll forward over the toes, hug your elbows in, and lower all the way to the mat. Just a pause here. On an inhale, on an inhale, let's come up into Cobra. Curl the toes under, lift the knees, push back into down dog. On an exhale, find your down dog. You have to bend your knees again. I love pedaling my knees in down dog. Let's come up on the toes, look at the top of the mat, and tiptoe all the way to the top of the mat. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale the arms out to the side and up overhead. Hands meet in prayer overhead, and then exhale, hands to heart center. Let's bring the arms out to the side and up overhead. Inhale, and then exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale the hands to the top of the mat, left leg to the back of the mat. And we're in a runner's lunge. If you need a block for your left hand, you can place your hand on a block. Let's bring the right arm out and up. And then we're going to bring the right hand all the way back, pointing to the back wall like a clock hand. It's making that big circle. We come to 6 o'clock and we collect the left hand coming up into crescent pose. Pivot on the back foot, ground the heel, come into warrior two. Straighten the front leg, and then bring the toes pointing to the left side of the mat. So I'm facing my left side of the mat. Place your hands on your hips, and let's fold forward at the hips, bringing the head as far down as you can. If you need that block, bring a block in front of you and place one hand on the block. Let's place the left hand on the block. Right arm is going to go out and up, twisting to the right. Bring the right hand down, place it on the block or the floor. Then left arm comes out and up. And back down. Let's do that one more time each side. Right arm up. And back down. Left arm out and up. And back down. Remove the block. And slowly make your way back up. If you want to place your hands on your hips. Bring the right toes pointing forward. And come back into our warrior two. Wrap your left arm around the back of your waist and pull that shoulder back, the left shoulder back. Reach forward and come back into peaceful warrior. And then come forward, placing both hands at the top of the mat, pivot on the back foot, bring the right leg to the back of the mat, roll forward over your toes, hug the elbows in, and come all the way to the floor. Exhale, inhale the cobra. Curl the toes under, lift the knees, push back into down dog. Find your down dog. Come up on your toes, look to the top of the mat, tiptoe to the top of the mat. Inhale, come up, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, the arms out to the side and up overhead. Hands meet in prayer overhead. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, the arms out and up overhead. Bend the knees, exhale into a forward fold. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, the hands to the top of the mat, right leg to the back of the mat. And I'm going to switch positions so you can see the side. So I have my right leg back and I'm in a runner's lunge. I'm going to bring my left arm out and up. And then just like we did with the right side, pointing my finger towards the back wall like a clock hand, tick, 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 all the way down, coming to 6 o'clock, collecting my right hand coming up into crescent. Pivoting on the back foot, grounding the heel, coming into warrior two. And then straightening the front leg. And now my heels are pointing towards the right side of the mat. And I'm going to bend my knees and come down into a low squat with my knees very wide. So I'm coming into frog pose. So notice my knees are wider than my shoulders. And my feet are directly below my knees. So if I were to do a plumb line from my knees to my ankles, it would be a straight line. And if you look at your shins, they're not angled in towards your butt or angled too far out. They're straight. Make your way down to your forearms and then start to bring the hips back towards the back wall. And you need to adjust your forearms, find your breath, and just play with this and find how far you can bring your hips back in space. And you will feel a sensation. There is indeed a sensation here. And this isn't a contest to see who can bring their hips all the way to the floor. It's just an exploration of your hips going back in space. And I like to move back on an out breath. So breathe in, and on an out breath, move the hips back. If you've found that you've gone as far as you can go, just try to stay in this position. And over time, you will go back further. So I started with my elbows way out in front of my mat, and my elbows are now on the mat. I didn't used to be able to do that. But over the years, my hips have opened up somewhat. And taking a deep breath and start to walk forward with your forearms. And do it slowly, slowly. And then bring your pelvis to the floor and walk your knees in towards each other. That is good stuff. I'm going to make my way back up to standing. And I'm going to find my warrior two again with my left hand out, right arm back. Yeah. Play with that a little bit. That feels nice. Take your right arm, wrap it around the back of your waist, pull that right shoulder back in line with your body. Reach forward, reverse your palm, come back, paint the ceiling into peaceful warrior, then come forward, placing both hands at the top of the mat. And bring that left foot back to the mat, back to the back of the mat, and bring both knees to the mat. Touch your toes and push back into a child's pose. And this might feel a little cranky, or it might feel easy after doing that frog pose. All depends on your body. If you need to sit on a block, you can sit on a block, placing a block underneath your sit bones in the back. And let's come forward, cross the ankles. Push back over your ankles into a seated position. And we're in a seated forward fold with our heels at the top of the mat. Let's bend the left leg, bring the left foot on the outside of the right knee, wrap your right arm around that left knee, pull it in towards center. And take your left hand, bring it all the way to the back. Place the left hand on the mat and inch it towards your tailbone and start to look over your left shoulder. Flex your right foot, pulling that left knee in towards center. Spine is long. And that's what your left arm is helping. It's like a kickstand. Taking a deep breath, exhale all the way forward and then all the way over to the right, just as a counter twist. And then extend the left heel to the end of the mat. Bend the right leg. Bring the right foot on the outside of the left knee. Wrap your left arm around that right knee. Pull it in towards center. Right arm comes all the way back. Place the hand on the mat. Scooch it in towards your tailbone. And then start to look over your right shoulder. Flex the foot. Hugging that knee in towards center. Torso is long. Taking a deep breath. On an exhale, come all the way center and all the way over to the left. And then extend that heel to the end of the mat. If you have a block nearby, just have it within hand's reach. And start to lower yourself all the way to the mat. Chin to the chest. Back of your head meets the mat last. Bend the knees, bring the soles of the feet to the floor. Bring the blades of the feet to the outside of the mat, and then windshield wiper your knees back and forth. My blocks are in the way. And then let's come center. We're going to do one more, or maybe two more things. Well, let's do this. Let's wrap our hands around our knees, pull the knees in towards center, in towards your armpits. Roll side to side. And let's take this a little further by doing a little happy baby. Take your peace fingers, wrap them around your big toes. Bring the soles of your feet pointing towards the ceiling, and then bring the shoulders down to the mat. If it's in your practice, you can extend your right leg and bring that in. Extend your left leg. Bring that in. Extend your right leg. Bring that in. Extend your left leg. Bring that in. Let go of your toes. Bring the soles of your feet to the floor. Grab that block now and raise your hips and place it underneath your sacrum, right at the top of your tailbone. Place your hands palm down right next to you. Bring the legs up into a tabletop. And then extend the feet to the ceiling. And find that balance point so that your feet aren't too far over your head or too far forward. That point where you don't have to think about your legs. And you can feel your femurs just resting in that ball socket. The acetabulum. And bend the knees, bring the soles of the feet to the floor, remove the block. Bring the hips down, extend the heels to the corners of the mat. Bring your arms alongside your body, palms facing up. And we're going to find Shavasana. Maybe just shake your body side to side like a bowl of jello, just finding that spot where the gravity is supporting you. Do a body scan from your feet to your head. If you find any resistance, take a deep breath, and on an exhale, let gravity just pull it down. No need to resist. Resistance is futile. Find your breath again. Notice the rise and fall of your abdomen, your chest. Let's bring the hands up overhead. Hook the thumbs together. Give yourself a body stretch, heels to the wall below your heels, fingertips to the wall above your head. Bend your knees. Bring the soles of the feet to the floor. Roll over to one side or the other, whichever feels comfortable. Place your head on your bicep. Just pause here in this fetal position for a couple of breaths. And taking a deep breath, and on an exhale, start to make your way up to a comfortable seated position. If you need to elevate your hips and sit on a block, I invite you to do that. Bring your hands to prayer, thumbs to your sternum, heart center. Bow your head to end and seal the practice. Finding gratitude, gratitude that we can move our bodies, gratitude that we have space to move in, gratitude that we have a safe space, gratitude that we have people around us that support us. Gratitude for the peace in our life, gratitude for our health, gratitude for our happiness. Taking a deep breath. Exhale that out. Thank you for joining me for Friday evening yoga after work, end of the week yoga. I hope this benefited you as much as it benefited me. Thank you. Look for a schedule coming out for next week. Join me on Sunday for a post-run or pre-run yoga practice, meditation Mondays, and then yoga with the ladies on Wednesday.